Welcome to Now. I'm your host, Curtis Parody, bringing you the news happening in the world right now. We start today's show off by talking about everyone's favorite topic, The Sims. If you remember back to the Maxis Live broadcast, the Sims team announced a new magazine hitting the virtual shelves called The Sims Magazine. Well, it's now available on the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store for free. This new magazine contains some great articles about The Sims from other creators and developers behind the game. It also highlights the history behind The Sims. And if that wasn't enough to make you download it, there is a great article in there by myself, so why not check it out? It's free after all. And following the theme of The Sims, the SimCity team have just announced the release date of their great game. SimCity will be available on March 5th, 2013 in North America and the 8th in Europe. If you haven't already pre-ordered, why are you waiting? Head over to the Origin online store and pre-order there, or of course you can head to your local game store if you still visit those. And if you're not too sure about the game yet, just wait it out. I'll have a full review on it, of course, and I'll be doing some gameplay on it as well, so you can see exactly what the game is like before you buy it. Well, from games that are fun to needles, which are the least fun thing for me. But it looks like scientists have found a new way to take needles out of the equation for new vaccines. Yep, I'm not kidding. In the near future, you may not have to get a needle to get, like, let's say the flu shot. You instead can place this small dissolvable paper under your tongue or on your hair. When this paper dissolves underneath your tongue due to the saliva in your mouth, the chemical in it, which of course is normally inside of a needle, will be released and then is dissolved into your bloodstream, and then that's it. I'm serious, that could be it. No more long pointy needle. Or at least for me, avoiding to even look at it in an attempt to not faint because of my fear of needles. No more. Simply put this thing under your tongue and be done. This is why I love the future. This type of vaccine is currently in testing for the flu shot and the tetanus shot, but hey, if this thing all works out, who knows what they'll be able to put into a little thing that you stick under your tongue. It's gonna be great! All they have to do now is find a way to get rid of the intravenous needle thing, because even thinking about that makes me a little lightheaded, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, from talking about injecting chemicals into our bodies, that could be taken out of context really easily if you didn't hear the last story. Anyway, let's talk about using the human body as a canvas for art. Check out this photo, look at it closely. Can you see it? Can you see the people? If you can, cool. If not, then these photos should help you understand what's going on. Created by Emma Hack, who calls herself a skin illustrator and has really outdone herself this time, creating what looks to be a crashed car out of a human canvas. This painting took 18 hours to complete and was part of an Australian Motor Accident Commission, which aims to prevent low-level speeding. I'm not exactly sure what low-level speeding is, but I know what speeding is, so, you know, that's not good. I try not to do it, but sometimes, you know, when you gotta get from A to B and the time difference between the two of them is like, it's not gonna work! You just have to put the pedal to the metal and then you go faster. And that's what speeding is, if you didn't already know. And I know what you're thinking, Curtis, don't speed, that's bad. Don't judge me. Do you drive? Because if you do, you speed. Everyone speeds. Fact, people speed. Okay, a little sidetrack there. Anyway, it's a cool set of photos, linked to the full gallery in the description below. Check it out. Less speeding down there too. And our last story of the day comes courtesy of the FBI. Over the past few years, the FBI has been pulling together a ton of information on everyone in the US. All this information from fingerprints, palm prints, scar and tattoo records, and even facial photos are all being compiled together into a huge database called the Next Generation Identification System. Or what it really should be called is just Big Brother. If you get what I mean by that, then you're awesome. If not, basically it just means the government is watching you whatever you do. Now the big problem you can see from this is, of course, you know, it's an invasion of privacy, and they're also using the facial recognition technology to track you via any government-connected security camera. These, of course, would be located in government buildings, airports, banks. You kind of get the gist of it. Now, the reason I brought this up is because there's a huge battle in the US government about this bill that would allow this system to truly go into place. Right now, from my understanding of it, it's only used in certain states in the country, but if this bill was passed, it could be used across the entire country. Now, even though I live in Canada and, you know, that sort of law doesn't really apply to me, I'm sure my government would look at it and think, that looks great. Let's do it too. To which I would respond, awesome. Love being tracked wherever I go. So of course we'll have to keep up with that bill and see, you know, what happens with it in the future. But the one thing that I want to know, with all this talk about your personal life being monitored by the government, what do you actually think about this? Do you think it's a good thing because, you know, it's all for everyone's safety and everything like that? Or do you hate it? Do you not want to be tracked by the government? Tell me in the comment section below on this video, or of course, you can tell me on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Links to all that and more and other stuff that's fun in the description below. And once you're done commenting, why not click the subscribe button in that corner right there? It's like an annotation, just click on it. Once you click on it, all of the newest episodes of Now will get sent straight to you. Then you can click the like button because you like this video, you like the content in it, or you like me, one of the three. I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now.